Honor. A word spoken across 10,000 worlds. 5 strangers, 10,000 worlds, one story. One seeks redemption for an unforgivable mistake. One hopes to restore the old ways and unite those long divided. One prays to a dead god, refusing silence, refusing to hide. One questions his loyalties, knowing each choice reshapes his fate. One walks the weird roads, guiding others while seeking answers of her own. The Norns have waited for this moment, when 5 paths converge in darkness and disaster. Weird roads beyond the ice.
Hello! We're here! Hi, everybody! I'm Marie. I'm here. Hello to my heroes. Most of them.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello
We're
to
heroes. Don't
You
we
are
look it?
They do look like heroes. Some of them have wings. I feel like my face is so zoomed in right now, and I need to fix that. One moment.
I know, like mine too. Like
Here we go.
I'm like, could I get any closer?
Yeah.
I have to physically back up though because
I want to count every nose hair.
I really
seriously.
don't like guys. I don't want anyone counting my pores, so don't zoom in.
No. Serving face.
All right. Welcome to Tales of the Valiant. Welcome to Weird Roads. We're getting weird. That's what we're doing, and today is no exception. This is the penultimate episode. Woo! Penultimate.
Oh, oh.
It's such a good word. That's your
I love that
vocabulary
word.
word for the day.
It is actually. I've been dying to say that my whole life, I think. So, so things are about to get exciting. We're gonna set up our finale. We're gonna do some fun RP, but there is something that we forgot to do last session at the end. So tonight we are going to begin with honor. We are going to ask those honor questions, see where our players are at in terms of honor or dishonor or neutrality, and move on from there. Before I do those questions, can I just throw it to Tailweaver to do announcements today, please?
Certainly. So some special announcements. Of course, the music that you'll be hearing today are from Dark Fantasy Studios, as well as Jan Rossa and A Tale D20's original music. So we put together a curated playlist. We want to give credit to all of our friends from across the pond and back again who have helped create and gave us access to the music. So thank you, Jan Rossa. Thank you, Dark Fantasy Studios, and also A Tale D20's music, where we love making music here as well. And of course, we want to announce that our Magpie Games actual play, pre-recorded actual play of Tarot Mask New Generations is on, of course, every Monday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with a break in between each core, as we call it, which is kind of like a season within a season. Right now, we are on the final core of, the second to final core of our first season, and we're going to see a lot of big epic things. Right now we're up to was Diamond and the heroes Diamond, Rip, and Hex found out that they're being watched by people, and and things gotten pretty intense. So please check it out. If you have not checked it out, go to AtaleOfThe20s.com or youtube.com/@AtaleOfThe20s, or on Twitch. You can look at our VODs there, and you can catch up on all the latest things of tarot before you watch the last few episodes before we get started with season 2, which won't be out until next year, or the end of this year, I should say. And also want to give a shout out to course to Kobold Press, Lou Anders, and as well as Lazy Wolf Studios, as for allowing us to use this amazing world that we build, this amazing gameplay and story and everything that we're pulling from Tales of the Valiant and Throne and Bones campaign. It's fantastic, and it's been amazing to kind of really pioneer on the stream this setting, because we've had a blast doing it. And then last but certainly not least, I definitely want to give a shout out to our artist, and I'll hand it over to you really quick, so that's why, because I know you know all the artists' name and where we can find them, but definitely want to give a shout out to the amazing artists who made all this cool artwork for us.
Yes, thank you so much. That would be Kendra, Street Rat Draws online. That is her handle. You can find her, I think her website is literally streetratdraws.com. I'll check later, I guess. Street Rat Draws. She does stuff, and it's cool. Look at all this beautiful art.
It's so stunning.
It's so good. I love it. And it makes me so happy. At the beginning, she was like, I don't really do character artwork. And I was like, yes, you do, because you've done 2 commissions for me and they're amazing. So yes, you do. And now I love seeing on her website, like, the portfolio of all of these characters she's put together. Beautiful, wonderful. Love her. Kendra's great. I was going to say something else, but I forgot.
Also, we want to give a shout out to our Tiltify, as we are raising money for support in this time when support is greatly needed, and inspired by our own Divergent Dryad, aka Marie, our GM. So I'll give a hand over to you one more time if you want to mention a little bit about that.
Yes, I set up a little Roll for Compassion team on Tiltify where we can turn our storytelling, our tabletop gaming into support for people who desperately need it. Right now, we're really trying to support the people in Minnesota who are being affected by the current events in the world. Fuck guys. And so...
Fuck 'em.
That's 2. All right. So Rapid Response, the Immigrant Rapid Response Fund is a Women's Foundation of Minnesota is who is putting that fund together. There are also local funds of similar nature probably in your area. So look it up. I don't know every single one off the top of my head, but your local community probably has a fund similar to that as well. So yes, so you can donate to either of those funds today. And also, forgive me, because I still have sick brain. I was sick with the flu this week, and the ADHD, it's not cooperating. So I don't know what to tell you. It's fine. We call it Weird Roads for a reason. It'll be weird. What else did we want to make sure?
The honor thing?
No, we're going to go to honor. Oh,
Okay.
As you can see, we are missing one of our wonderful players. Michael could not join us today, but he will be back next week, and we will definitely have Kurak for our grand finale. So, we miss you, Michael. He won't watch this. He doesn't watch actual plays. He listens to them. But
Fine, Michael, you suck, and we're glad you're gone.
Michael, where are you at?
He's gonna hear it. He just won't see it.
yeah, if we make an audio version only, he will listen to everyone.
That
Honestly,
wasn't
put
me.
that on
I
the
didn't
list.
say shit.
that will be coming up. We do have a podcast, so you could check us out, TLD20s, on Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. You can see all of our original work that we have there, and we'll be uploading all the audio from Tarot Mass, from this Weird Roads, as well as all of our future shows. And actually, one thing I should announce that coming up, we are going to be having an Avatar Legends actual play, right? Coming up towards the end of the year. So that's going to be very excited as well to hop into. And then, of course, our actual Magpie Madness coming up in October. But more on that as the months go on.
Perfect. Okay. You all have listened to us talk long enough and not in character. So let's just get right back into it. We are going to do those honor progression questions really quickly and then go into a little bit of narrative downtime. So this episode start is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to, but we will get into the action, I promise. So I'm going to start with Tor, I know you already had your answer.
Yes.
Do you believe up or down?
I think Thor's been going through a lot these couple of months in game, episodes in real life, and his perception of honor has shifted a little. And it feels a little bit more open, but it also feels like it is more true to himself. And I think usually talking back to their parents would have been a big no-no on the honor scale. But I think in this specific case, it feels like actually, no, that was the right thing to do. That was the honorable thing to do. And maybe honor doesn't mean to me what I thought it did. So I think, by Tor standards, it's kept honorable. So, going
love
up.
That. All right. So Tor moves up, which means from episode 4, Tor up. So you have 2 honor points then right now. I was going to say
doing
you're the
so
first
good.
one to get to 3, but no, because the first one you went down into dishonor.
Yeah.
Spicy. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have 2 points right now. Great. Zapian. Did you act honorably?
What is honor, really? I would love to explore that subject in depth in my TED Talk here, but we don't have time for that. So I'm going to say down.
Ooh, please tell us why. Tell us why.
Yeah, she is letting go of a lot of things that are important to her, I think, in the pursuit of this big badness. She's not super comfortable sitting in the in-between, and so she's trying to accelerate in a way that is maybe not healthy and is maybe not honorable when she goes back to think about it. Like, she didn't attack anybody's parent, I'm just gonna say. Like, she didn't go that far.
She really held back.
Well,
Araya.
the judgment is real.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is crazy. It was just one example that came to mind randomly. But I think that she has been sort of meddlesome and annoying in a way that is not
I disagree.
honorable. You disagree? Oh,
No,
interesting.
I don't think she's annoying. I think she pokes at things that she thinks need movement.
Sure.
I don't find her annoying. But that's okay.
But
Your
I do
perception
think
is different.
Yeah, but I do, and that was a very roundabout way of saying that I think her methods are not as honorable as in another situation she would want them to be. So I'm going to say down.
Okay, cool. So that brings you into your first point of dishonor today.
Ooh, dishonor on you, dishonor on
Dishonor
your
on your
cow.
cow. Every time. Okay, we're gonna skip Kurak. Okay, going to Araya.
Okay, so Raya did attack someone's parents and was very kind
Oh my
of
God,
like,
really?
we
That's
are wasting
crazy.
time. And she was very like foolhardy, and she even spoke void speech, and like although she totally was able to succumb, that was kind of dishonorable without her knowing, because she was really trying to like she jumped down there very elegantly, by the way, with her not wings showing, but she
So
flew
hot.
down. But she was very aggressive, like more so because she has a anger towards anything void. So instead of being the smart thing, like, hey, allies, let's do that, she just foolhardily jumped in there, which is not honorable at all, what she's meant to do. So she definitely, for the first time, went down with the honor.
You're going down, down. All right. So you have 1 point right now, then. So you'll have one of your blessings are going to be blocked this session. So I need you to tell me which. Oh wait. Ooh, I might not have actually added it to your character sheet last week. It's fine. It was a little crazy, but we'll work that out together. We'll have time. Basically, you'll have to roll to use your charm that you currently have. All right. Finally, Ingvar.
Ingvar for sure was honorable. He smote evil in his god's name. He also defended Tor's freedom and stuck up for him in the hall and said that he should be honored, and he's celebrated as a Norn hero. So I feel like that was lending credit to him or them, so that way they could then decide the life that they wanted to live instead of receiving the scorn and hatred from their parents. So I feel like I really upheld his ideals of freedom. And I said it in the chat, the smiting of the Void Seekers is the kindest mercy he can show to someone who is savable.
Yeah, absolutely. I fully agree. And I just want to also, we kind of sometimes do casual stars and wishes after the cameras are off, but I just want to shout all of you out on screen right now for everyone watching. The way that each one of you has like jumped in to sort of support the other players who are, whichever player is in a spotlight moment is so amazing and so wonderful. Like I could not ask for a better group of players who are just so willing to lift each other up and be there, whether they're in the spotlight or just in the background. But I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
I'm here for the drama, baby. I love it.
Of course.
I love supporting each other.
What these folks don't know, the people watching don't know, is that in our private chat last week, I had like message after message from everyone listening to me yell at Tor, saying, "Oh, if they say one more thing bad about my friend, and blah 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 blah, I'm gonna step in. I'm stepping up." And then Travis goes, Ingvar puts a hand in front and says, you can hold off, like they need to do this on their own. So it's like a silent, subtle way, but Travis, you supported Tor's journey off screen, off camera, no witnesses. So I'm being the witness. I'm calling it out. Anyways.
Full method actor. We even behind the scenes we're chatting to each other. It's
even
like
behind the
whispers,
scenes.
like, "Don't you say nothing. Let them finish their speech. Don't you say it.
Attack him later."
Yeah.
And then Araya did.
Yeah.
So, with that, thank you all for taking the time to do that. Let's go ahead and cue our intro, and we'll come right back.
Alrighty, so with that, let's cue the intro.
We are indeed. We're back. All right. Wait, so that puts you at 3 honor then, my friend. Are you sure? Up, up, down, up?
I went down on our 1 session, and this is our 5 session. So up, down, up, up, up.
Got it.
Going up, up, up. It's
We're
your
going to have to
moment.
address that then at some point in this session.
Sorry, I should have said that before the intro, but I just like
You really
snuck
should
it in. Like, I was like, let me check this box off on Shard.
I'm just saying, I tried to prepare your blessings and things ahead of time, y'all. I wasn't ready for that one. Okay.
Drama in the moment.
It's fine. I'm gonna have some drama. It's okay. So, all right. So last we left off, Tor had a very dramatic and intense confrontation with their Ahmad. Is that how you would pronounce it?
Yep.
Yeah. Leader Ophan, who was extremely harsh in their assessment of Tor's abilities and honor and choices. But given the new information that the group brought to his feet, he realized that actually there is a greater threat out there, and maybe it's time that he needs to expand their perception of what it means to protect the underfolk, of what it means to be Dwergrian. And Tor planted that first seed of change in the Dwergrian community. It won't happen overnight. In Norrøngard, it won't happen overnight. All of the alliances spreading words to the other nations, those things will take time to progress and change. But the actions that our party took have put those wheels in motion and prevented a great invasion of Norrøngard and many other worlds, it seems, as they also stepped into another realm through the Labyrinth, through the side of a mountain hidden deep within the halls of Underheim. A portal that the dwarves didn't even know existed. They didn't even knew it. Break. Okay. But they found a group, another cult, a splinter sect of the Crimson Knights who had stolen an artifact of great power, planning to consume worlds with darkness. You stopped that invasion as well, but it didn't feel like a victory entirely. There was a heavy weight knowing that sometimes redemption isn't possible. Not every one of these cultists can be redeemed. There is sadness and weight in that, but there is also truth. So, what we are going to do is kind of go into a period of downtime. Our players are now level 4. Some of them may still need to level up on their character sheets. We'll see. But they are, in fact, level 4. So we are going to see what happened after that incident at the Inn of Last Repast when you defeated the Cult of Night Song. I'm going to kind of turn it over in a loosey-goosey kind of narrative control, turning it over to all of you. If anyone has a specific moment that they would like to begin with, like it could be a campfire tale, it could be a tale from after that adventure into a new adventure. It could be a city that you found, something interesting, a fantastic location in the Labyrinth. Wherever you think your journey might have led, I will turn that over to you.
So, I do have something, and I have to play with you with this, merciful, powerful GM. Because I took a new feature at level 4. A dark feature, because I was inspired by learning about the void and like the negative impact on pulling on knowledge and speech and things like that from the void. So what the group would have seen is that many nights, or to say Araya has been distant from the group. If you've talked to her or if you have tried to engage with her, she seems to be less willing to speak and muttering to herself, because as I have the vexed and I hear these voices, and we've established that those voices, or most likely if not is Nidhogg, I have chosen the feat called Void Strike, which allows me to do an extra damage and make it necrotic, because as I'm pulling from this void. Araya has been hearing these voices, maybe hearing the voices of Nidhogg shame her and remind her, and she's been falling into a dark place since she has that dishonor this time. And she is always constantly talking to the voice in her head, battling against it, but trying to keep everyone at arm's length so they are not twisted into her own darkness.
How do our other players, our other characters, respond to seeing Araya behave this way along the journey?
Don't like it.
I don't like it.
Unsubscribe. Not a fan.
I think that Ingvar would scribe runes of light at every campsite, at every place of rest, at every chance he could. Maybe even etch it on your canteen when you're not noticing, and try and put seals of light on your belongings, because even though you are vexed and you're cloaked in darkness, we have to be the seeds of light. And you promised him that you would give your life to fighting against evil. In fact, he demanded you owed him multiple lifetimes to fight against the evil you unleashed upon the worlds. And so he is doing this selfishly, but out of concern and love and desire for greatness. You cannot succumb to darkness. And at every chance he can, it's like a piece of insurance against the darkness that will hopefully illuminate us in a moment of need, or you or the group or anyone in a time of need.
Okay, so what do I... Oh.
No, all good. I'll go after if you're responding to that.
Well, what does Araya see, or during, like, let's say this campfire area where we're kind of resting in the Labyrinth when she's far away? Is she seeing these speckles of light, or are you actually talking to her?
I think in the beginning he probably would etch runes of light and symbols of holy protection. But if he noticed your mumblings became sort of crazed, I would say to you, I'll pull you aside, or maybe even in a sanctuary that we have one day, and say, Araya, you mustn't give in to the darkness. I understand that you're studying, learning, and I can understand that as a wizened cleric myself. I delve into the arcane and realms beyond fated for me. But you must be careful. Your actions cast shadows. But we must bring the light. And as I say that, I'll cast dancing lights around us.
As you had approached Araya, you heard her saying, "Hush! Nor this one hears thee and still refuses thee. Thou callest this one chosen, but this one knows the word. Useful's what thou thinkest." Oh, why, Stolas, I assure you, thank. This one thanks thee for thy kind words and thy illumination, but this one is managing.
Is managing all that you want? Is that the best you can do? Managing is what we say when we're limping through hard times. This wise Stolas wishes thy to be in a state of thrive. You must grow and learn and not be concerned with the evils of vexing whispers. Be strong and wise, Araya. You are proud.
Ingvar, I would like you to make a spell casting roll here. You're not casting a spell, but it is using your proficiency and your wisdom.
Okay.
Just go ahead and make that roll for me. And you're gonna add 5 to it.
That would be a 26 then.
Dang.
You... this is a person that not too long ago you lashed out so viciously. You blamed her for all of the evil that was happening. It wasn't her fault, and you found that out later. But the truth of what she did still rings in your mind. There is a potential for anger, for resentment there. And yet, you reach into your heart and find mercy. And in that, it is not Otar or Wotan that answers your call, because mercy is not his domain. But something answers your call. And as you speak these words to Araya, every rune that you have carved around the campsite alights in a radiant white light, just like the colors in Sigrun's feathers. And you all see Ingvar begin to glow temporarily as something is here and watching and wants Araya to know that there is hope for redemption, and you are channeling that energy.
Do I recognize this thing? Like, do I get a sense of familiarity from it?
Make an insight check for me.
Great. Love that for me. That's gonna be a 19.
It does feel familiar. I think in this moment, something becomes clear to you. Zapian, you were not born in Norrøngard. You don't remember Elswither, where you were born. You have an uncanny ability. No one can explain why you have this ability to detect portals. No one taught you to do that, to your knowledge. You've been to other realms, you just don't remember it. And this light, it's not Rava, it's not Zirth, not exactly. In this space that is liminal and connected to all worlds, you realize gods, their powers, their forces, their energies can reach it a little bit easier and a little bit more in concentrated form, possibly. Because Zirth is not exactly what Rava is she?
No.
It's a little bit different. But from one world to the next, gods can manifest and act differently. This one is not one that you necessarily worship. It just feels familiar, like you've seen it before. Perhaps a goddess of light.
Does it feel friendly?
This does feel friendly.
Great. In
That was long-winded. I'm sorry.
You're so good. Don't even worry about it. In that case, I am going to, what can I do? I don't want to interrupt this moment because it seems like a good moment for the two of them. I just want to add to it. So I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy to just surround them in a gentle breeze that is scented like... In our world, like us as the players, it would be kind of like the equivalent of fresh cut grass. But just like a scent of childhood, of like security, like so maybe some fresh blossoms, some fresh baking, just something that is of home, of safety, of comfort, and the feeling that things are well.
Araya, I will ask you, what is one sensory experience that Araya is feeling now? Something safe, something comforting. What is that to her?
Music. Sound is... Birds are attracted to sound. They hear each other, they sing a song. So in that sense, she hears the sound of her homeland, of Yggdrasil, the sounds of the leaves rustling on the great grand tree, the sound of the horizon and the wind stirring, and all of this just reminds her of a time where she didn't blame herself for the downfall of, bringing in Nidhogg to the Labyrinth, and that calms her. So basically just the sound of nature.
I'm going to ask you, does Araya truly believe that she's responsible for Nidhogg in the Labyrinth, period?
She... On the surface, she does. And that is the only way that she can hold herself responsible. But what everyone's told her, she knows that she truly didn't cause this. But if she lets herself feel that way, then she won't have that sense of responsibility.
Got it. So, we are in this moment, Ingvar glowing before Araya, Sapien inspecting, assessing, and choosing to add a little bit of safety. Does Tor do anything in this moment?
I think, I don't think so. I think, Tor is doing something. Tor is waiting for Araya to be ready to not really listen, but like actually hear what the others are saying. Tor knows what it's like to listen to voices inside of your head. It's just that usually it's their own voices that poison their own thoughts. And I don't think they've been doing really good, but I don't think they have necessarily like a solution to give Araya for it. I think they know that what worked for them was to listen to Zapien, was to listen to Ingvar, sorry Kat, was to listen to Araya and to Kuruk and listen to these people essentially reminding you that just because you think something doesn't make it true. And just because you hear something doesn't make it right. And just, I think, is in a position of deep empathy, but also knowing that ultimately no one can tell you to listen to someone else. You have to make the choice to listen to the others. And I think she's just staying by the fire, watching unravel, but making sure to, usually they would be quiet, but usually Araya is the one that's chattier out of the two, even though they probably have like a friendship of like weird stoicism in between the two of them. But I think like this time, like making effort to speak more to make sure that Araya listens to other voices and remembers that there is that option. And privately, Tor workshops a nickname for Araya and still hasn't found one.
Oh, buddy.
It's hard work. It must be so meaningful. And I need to find a bird. Maybe? A bird. Just like trying to like look through their repertoire of nature facts, which is not very extended. So it's a workshop. It's in a progress.
Not a lot of birds in Underheim.
No. More bats, but he feels that she would resent being called a bat.
Oh my gosh, I love All right. I'm also really just appreciating that even though Araya is vexed, I'm watching on her screen as like she's glowing right now. Like, I was like, wait, is she the one glowing? It's beautiful. Anyway, so with all of that, Ingvar, I'm gonna come. Actually, yeah, go ahead before I pull it together.
I was gonna say, in this glowing state, I'm, not fully aware of, everything that's happening. I think he offers because above table, I don't want to discredit Omar's roleplay, so it's sort of a supplement to his choosing the vexing condition. Like, I don't want to override that at all. Like, that's not my intention. So he casts uses the restoration spell, which removes any afflictions, conditions afflicting them, and casts it in a way that this golden light is an aura that you can call upon in a time of need, such that should the voices become too much, you have it within you and within your friends. And this restorative light, at first it was blinding, but then as we adjust, it sort of settles into a holy glow.
Araya looks on over to you and
you
you understand.
I do say the things of the light is within you too.
This one appreciates thy concern. Stay close, wise Stolas, yet not too close. If it reaches for thee through me, this one cannot forgive herself.
Was it lesser restoration or?
Yeah, I don't have access to anything higher than that right now.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check.
It's just called restoration in Shard.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Don't mind me. That's what Tales the Valiant is. It's restoration. So, I love that you made that choice because it leans into what I would have just narratively added. Araya, the next time that you have to roll against void exposure, against void taint, against whatever, anything related to the void, you will have advantage on that roll for the rest of this session. Okay? And it is fueled primarily from Ingvar, and then adding on, having the support of these friends, giving you light, people who are choosing to believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. That warmth is going to be a guard against the void.
And I think on top of what Zapian had already done, the chains on her wings loosen a little bit. And she doesn't quite notice it, but as a meta, her wings are able to stretch a little bit further, and she doesn't realize the weakening of her guilt and it's showing in the weakening of the chains. But she does do one final thing and walks up to Tor. Mighty Gerfalcon, might this one have a word?
Of course.
And then she goes and pulls Tor aside enough so no one else can hear. Thou art the only one here stubborn enough to stop this one. This one turns. Don't hesitate. Strike hard. Right here. And points to her heart. Keep thy hammer near, not for them. And she points to the void or the darkness around her. But to me.
On my honor. But you have to know. you will have to do it with me too.
This one promises. To the bitter end, my teacher Falcon.
To the end, if we must.
She kind of gives a smile and like one of those hearty forearm grabs.
Yeah, it's like the very bro, like, absolutely. bro, like the bro energy just pinging off. Absolutely. Also, like, you're so much taller and you're wearing heels.
Yes.
It's a very horizontal bro forearm reach.
That kind of ends it with Araya and this revelation of her being connected with the void, if you will.
Okay. Anyone else have any other moments? It doesn't have to be in this scene. We can move it to another place along the way. No? Okay. In that case, I will bring us all to a strange city.
How strange was it?
Kinda strange. This is more of just an environment. Here's your vibe.
Nice.
You find your way to Midgard. Ingvar, you have been searching for answers for a very long time. In Norrøngard, it was not so much because you were certain that it would work. It was just the only answer you had at the time. Beseech the Allfather, because he maybe inherited the debt or power of the curses that Otar placed, right? It was just, that's the best we could do. Then you found out about the Labyrinth, and you found out that Otar still exists in some form in other realms, and where he is strongest is in Midgard. The world tree Yggdrasil that Araya comes from is also connected to Midgard. Yggdrasil connects the Old Ring and all of the forested worlds with Midgard and anywhere where there is a world tree. As you know, there is one world tree in Norrøngard. But here, that is not what we're looking for. Somewhere outside of the city, and I am assuming that your companions could be taking up other tasks in their downtime throughout the city while you do this. Somewhere outside, you find a tree. It's not grand, but you know that Wotan will be connected to it. I think at one point, maybe upon first meeting Araya, she had mentioned something to you. Araya, can you remind us, what did you tell Ingvar? That hopefully you remember, otherwise I'm putting her on the spot, sorry. What did you tell Ingvar before you left Penelope's shop that first time and handed him a feather?
Was it something to the... I know definitely said I may the blessings of Wotan be with you or something to that effect.
It was.
Revealing, yeah. Oh, good. May the blessing of Wotan be with you.
Hey, well done, because I wasn't sure if you'd remember. I was just gonna just throw it to you anyway. Yes, yeah, you had said that, and the name didn't sound familiar to Ingvar, but now you remember. And given the guidance of Araya and what you know now, here you are, standing before a great tree, alone, a shrine to Wotan. What do you do while you're here?
I will pull out some of the reagents, and not even reagents. I will use them as reagents in a ritual, but I will pull out the pieces of victory that I have gained in his honor and in their name along the way, and things that represent the power I've gained and the struggles I've gone through. So I pull out the Benza Bear Torque. I will pull out the black-tipped gold feather from Araya. I will pull out some of the incense that I've gathered. I will pull out the trinkets that Penelope has given us. I will pull out the crest bestowed to us by the Jarl. I will, I'm sure I've gotten something from the dwarves before we went through. I will, all of these trinkets and accoutrements are, carried with care and with honor in his name. And I will lay these out on an altar. I will call forth the dancing lights to create a sense of ambiance in the atmosphere. And I will lay the prayer book open to his most stated phrase. And I will begin I will kneel and begin to pray in their name. And I will say, Otar, Wotan, All-Father, leader of the gods, I beseech thee, I beseech you here in this new world, a child of yours from another realm, crossed realm, crossed space, fought through dimensions and time to make my way here to you, where you find and call home in the seat of power. See me, see my accomplishments.
This is interesting, so I'm going to give you a choice. The role that I'm going to call for here is going to represent the vibe that you're bringing to this prayer.
Yeah.
Whether it's leaning into religion, history, insight, trying to strike true to something that he cares about, persuasion. What do you think?
I would say I feel like I'm trying to be as genuine as possible. I'm not exactly trying to persuade him. I think
but like in an open...
I think when you said like insight is probably the best, because I feel like I'm trying to open up and
got it.
Really be like, I've tried other ways. I've tried demanding. I've tried pleading. I've tried this. So now these are acts in your name. I am genuinely trying to find a connection with you.
Let's go insight, because I do feel like what you're presenting seems more like you are opening up to be receptive more than presenting something.
Yes.
So go right ahead.
Oops. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry. I have myself in edit mode, so it's not actually doing it. There we go. Ooh, I would like to use, I have luck points. I will use my 3 luck and re-roll that. Boop,
do
boop,
it.
boop. I am luckless now, and I will re-roll. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay.
Do I take the 4 for the 10, or do I have to take the 1?
No, you can take the higher one. So you got a 10. As you reach out, you feel like your approach isn't landing true with Wotan. You realize in this moment that your softness, your mercy, your light isn't really in his domain. You are a contradiction for his followers. You didn't follow him because you wanted to be brutal. You didn't follow him because you wanted to lead people into battle or to exercise swift and decisive judgment. You followed him for a very different reason. And maybe it's just not landing right now. So, as the thicket that you stand in alone, standing before this enormous tree, it feels like it almost darkens, like you're sitting in a vignette. Nothing at the borders is clear anymore. You feel a presence, and it is watching you, but it isn't sure how to respond to you. It is waiting to pass judgment.
Waiting to pass judgment. I will say... I will sort of stand up from this kneeling pose and recalling those things that you've mentioned about Wotan, or, you know, remembering recently reading scriptures in this place about him. And I'll say, I guess softness and light wouldn't have landed. So let me make myself more clear. And I will cast Burning Hands, and I will just sort of shoot them into the sky. And I will say, now is the time to decide. Am I worthy? Are we worthy? I have taken a pose. I have taken a side. I have taken a stand. I am proud of who I am, and I will continue to fight this battle. And I can go through trials. I can go through tribulations. I can go through on any journey that you send me. But if you need to decide, you need to decide right now. And I know I'm worthy. I'm worthy to be rid of this curse and ready to be seen for whom I am.
Is your tale revealed in this moment?
In that, yeah, I think it would have been pulled out and would have been held high.
Got it. Where is Sigrun?
She probably would be sort of like my picture when I said, like, I'm proud and I am who I am. I'm like, my hand is up, like calling her, and she's like about to perch on my finger. And just like my artwork, I am stepping up, revealing myself and showing myself to be, you know, I am here, and pulling back the cloak.
Let's show that off then. There we go. As you take another approach, more direct in nature, a voice booms and echoes. Birds scatter. You are alone in this thicket, but you sense eyes watching you from high, high above, and a voice echoing out. Why have you come so far? You are not like my others. You have her scent on you.
She is my mother, but you are my father. And well, we hid from you when we were first born. We should be proud. I am proud. And
I made a choice. The secrets that my beloved kept from me needed to be punished. Mercy and cowards and fools are not of my flock. And yet, You do stand as a contradiction. Soft as you are, you challenge. You seek me out, even so far as Norrøngard, a place where I may not hold domain. I will show you a measure of mercy that you are so fond of as a reward for this fearlessness, if not audacity. You say you are worthy. This is not something you can choose for yourself. I cast that judgment should you want my favor. So, trials, you say. It has been some time since I have taken a champion, and you are not like any other champion I have ever chosen. It will not be easy. Are you prepared to do anything?
Absolutely. And
Wrong.
you see, I will fight. I struggled to get here, to get this audience with you.
Life is struggle! I am no god of the weak. You must struggle to succeed. If that is what you wish,
No.
I will grant it to you. But do not come to me and say, I have struggled. I don't care. That is not my place.
Test
Do you
my mettle.
cower now? Oh.
Test my mettle.
Perhaps I jumped too quickly. Very well. You should know this, young hidden one. Every gift comes with a cost. Are you certain you are willing to pay it? Are you certain you are willing to pay it on behalf of all Holderfolk? The champion of the hidden?
I am still young and perhaps do not understand what I ask for. And if it still removes the shame of our people and the curse of hiding, I will gladly pay it and face the consequences should there be them.
Very well. Heavy is the spear who carries the sentence. Swift is the wind who carries the soul. Warm is the voice who carries the memory. Long is the path who carries the valiant. Your trials begin today, but they do not end anytime soon. You have chosen to walk this path. What do you do with it is your choice. Your fate that you have written with the Norns today. The tenets of my followers are simple. You must be wise and decisive in your judgment. You must be competent in inspiring through poetry. Poetry is the medium of which we tell our valiant tales. Learn them and learn them well. And you must always be ready to lead others into honorable battle. Do you think you can do that, little merciful Huldra?
I don't often pull this out, but attached to my back, I pull out a shield and I hold the censer with my tail up higher, and I begin to chant the incantations of a searing hand, and I will shoot it up into the sky again, and I will say, "Holy smite against the evil in your name, swift determination against those whom would do wrong against us. I will uphold your ideals. I will spread your name, and I will bring honor to you. You have chosen wisely as to take a champion other than your normal, regular choices. I am special."
The die is cast. We shall see. With that, you find yourself now in a completely silent thicket in front of a tree with scorch marks up the branches. And we are going to go ahead and return to our friends in the city of Zobek. That was awesome. Thank you, Ingvar. Gain 1 luck point, please. I know you spent 3 of them, but gain 1.
Yes,
cool,
thank
cool
you.
RP.
That was very intense and exactly what I was hoping for.
Hey, when my players say, "Give me drama, give me conflict," I say, "Bet."
Hurt me, mommy.
Hurt me, mommy.
Also, I'm obsessed with how much everybody hates him.
Yeah, of course. And
this
I
bitch.
think there's for sure a smash cut where everyone's like, Ingvar's probably doing great and making good choices on their own, right? Like, he's fine.
It's all going well.
He's not pledging his soul to a kind of shitty god, right? For sure not. For sure that's
All
not
hail
happening.
Wotan. That's my god right there.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
You guys, it's so funny too because I was like, my tenets are simple, and I looked down and I was like, crap! I flipped the page and it's not in front of me.
Crap, they're not simple at all.
Try to remember.
Oh god, my notes.
There is
was on a-
something tragically beautiful about we are mighty warriors and also love poetry.
Yeah.
It took everything in me not to jump in and be like, is she telling you to go to art school? What is happening?
Like art school, but with a mace, you know, like art school, but
Art
she's
school, but they have a football team. That's what she wanted.
yeah.
There's no STEM at all.
It's just the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, just the Jets.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Oh, god.
All right. So, with that, we leave this lovely little thicket, and we do actually return to Midgard where we were. So, Zobek is quite a fascinating little city. This is like a clockwork city. There's kobolds, there's goblins, there's gadgets, and gizmos aplenty.
If you didn't make the joke, I was gonna.
Had to do it. I couldn't resist. So that's what this is. 1 second. I have to shift my brain from being a mean god and bring us to Zobek. It's there, you know? But while I'm doing that and pulling up the notes that I need, I would love to know, what are our heroes doing in the city? Are we shopping? Are we talking to people? Are we getting lore? What are we doing?
Araya's definitely trying to know what's up with the forces of the Void. Have they come to Midgard? Are they around? I mean, we saw them in that one snowy place where which name I can't remember. Are they showing up here? She's on alert.
And right next to her, Tor is trying every single food stall that they come across. The energies could not be more different.
Buddy.
Oh my gosh, yes!
She's gonna catch something.
This is the Free City of Zobek, as it's called. It shares borders with 3 different nations. There's the Dwarven Iron Crag cantons to the west, the human Magdar Kingdom to the southeast, and the female-dominated Perinalia words some distance downriver. Don't worry about it. It's not part of our story. But we have dwarves pretty close by, and there might be some very interesting creations that have been imported here, whether it's by dwarves or not. I'm just saying. Just fun fact for you.
Yes, and I will leave with none of my money while just following Araya.
All right, Araya, please tell me, how are you sort of gathering this information? Are you talking to people? We're going like persuasion or deception or intimidation, your choice, whatever. In perception, are you just watching people? Are you investigating? What are you doing?
Well, Raya's very wise. So probably perception and trying to see what she's trying to hear what she
hear the
hear the rumors, hear the gossip. Yeah.
Cool. Tor is kind of right near you in the streets, in the food stalls in the streets. Go ahead and make me that perception check, Araya. And you don't get advantage because Tor is not helping.
Not even a little.
But what I do get, because I haven't used it since, is, unless it doesn't carry over by session, those extra D6s I get for using my charm on my next roll.
Oh, yeah.
From when I first used my charm before. I believe it's, let me just read.
I think you get to add 2d6 to it?
2d6.
Because that's what you gave to your friend?
Yes. All right.
Wow,
so
my
let's
brain
go ahead.
worked. What?
I love your brain. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Perception. What am I having? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, it's a dirty 20, and then with 2d6. Plus 7, 27.
27? What?
Eyes like a hawk.
Kind of close. Let me go to my secrets. Give you some secrets. They're in here somewhere. You do hear some story. You hear some conversation going on. There's 1 second. I do have it. I promise. I'm prepared. I'm a professional. I just have to find the right name. That's all. All right. So, walking through the streets, you hear someone talking. It seems like they're asking for help. They're seeking aid. And with a 27, that's such a high roll. I'm just gonna give you like a whole bunch, and I have to come up with the right little name, you know? Okay, so you find, you see an orc about almost 7 feet tall, all wrapped up in like scholar's robes. Very kind brown eyes and really eager features, enormous tusks, and very thick spectacles on his face. He's kind of rambling to someone right now, and they've already brushed him away. Okay, it's fine. I'll have a good day. Okay, all right. Excuse me, sir. Okay, no. Yep, you're busy. I get it. I'll just be over here. Oh, ma'am. You look accomplished. No, wait, don't go.
She walks up and goes, Hawk, there, the one with spectacles. You reek of panic.
Huh?
How can this one aid thee?
God damn. You reek of panic, Jesus.
What an intro.
Sorry.
The way I would crawl into the ground and die.
Sorry. Hi. I am panicked. Actually. So that's true. That is true. I'm sorry if I was disturbing you. Didn't mean to. I was trying to get help, and no one seems to have time. They're sort of rushing around. Yep.
Friend, steady thy breath. Look at this one, easy now. Thou art safe for the moment. Tell this one what thou seest.
Okay, so here's the thing. So, hi. I'm Durai. Nice to meet you. I am one of the scholars with the keepers of the keys. Assistant to the. I mean, I'm not an assistant to the. Okay, I work for the keepers of the keys, and sorry, things have been really crazy right now. But my boss, assistant key carver Regine Van Bearbreck, sent one of our mechanists, Mechanist Etra. I don't know if you've heard of her. She's kind of a reclusive. You probably haven't heard of her. She doesn't really do that. But anyway, about 5 days ago, we sent her a letter asking about a magic item. She hasn't responded, but she's usually really good about responding. And the thing is that our courier also hasn't returned, and the letter hasn't returned, and that's very strange. And things are kind of weird lately, and they sent me to go find help. To find help for that, to find out why Etra is not. Is that too much? Was I talking too much?
Nay, do not swallow thy words. This one believes in strange things. This one hears what thou must say. Go on with thou details.
Oh, okay. And at this point realizes the panic has slightly subsided and looks at you and realizes, oh, this actually might be the help I'm looking for. Oh, okay. So yeah, well, the keepers are offering payment to any persons that are willing to investigate and make sure that our courier, Minai, that's her name, that she's okay, and then also to fix things if it's not okay. Because, well, you know, Etra, well, she's a recluse. She doesn't come out much. She stays in her tower. And she studies and does a lot of. She's very impressive, I'm sure. I've never met her, but we suspect. And kind of leans in quietly. There's been a lot of void activity recently, and we're wondering if it's related. Hopefully not. But you never know.
At the mention of the void, Araya picks up, and Araya also is rambly and like does not really good because she's
not like this.
So she keeps going on with what she goes. When was the letter sent? Which day? What hour? By what route did the carrier Well,
I don't-
what's the item called? What is this said to do? What else does I know of this? And who is this Itra? Does that carry any mark or seal or key token that could be traced? But did they vanish from the road or? And then she just keeps going on asking these many questions.
Darai immediately starts answering every single question one by one in order. and starts just giving you all of the details. Do you have other people that can also help? Is this hungry
yes.
dwarf with you?
Yes, mighty Falcon, must thou sample every stall as if thou art conducting a holy audit of pastries?
That's very good.
What has he
Torsman,
found?
I think some kind of bruschetta, like some kind of like meat on a stick, you know, like some form of, it's round and fried and on a stick, and delicious, and also has been just like eating and watching these two people have an external conversation of what usually she would consider insight thoughts for yourself.
Yeah.
Just like, this is like the inside of my brain, but out. It's really bad.
So you have other people that can. Oh, that's really.
Or 5.
There's 5. There's 5. That's okay. That's very good. He pulls out a parchment. This is an old some kind of old piece of poetry that the keepers seem to use as a guide. I guess Mechanist Etra has some pretty significant defenses to her tower, so this should help. But it doesn't make sense to me. But it's, well, here you go. Hold on. And I'll show you the handout.
Yes.
The
Props.
Yes. There's Etra's Lament. He hands this very strangely color-coded, so I apologize. I was gonna add a little symbol to them. I'll do it later. But just note that each block is a different color, so you'll see that they're gonna represent.
Is there a way to share that with chat?
Ooh!
So they
maybe?
can see the poetry?
If they're in watch mode, for sure. Otherwise, we could put it on the screen
Sure.
in map mode.
If you give us props, we must share them with the world.
Etra's Lament. Poetry. I don't know. Here. I'm giving you a description of what it is.
Sure. Go ahead and post it back up, and I will, and we can show everyone
It on the map?
to view.
Great.
Mhm.
Oh,
We
that's
will do that.
great.
Okay.
I love props. And I love a puzzle. And Tor doesn't know it, but Tor's about to really hate poetry.
I actually, you know what's really funny is I didn't do it necessarily on purpose. I think it's pretty crazy that this is just also part of this adventure that I'm doing. And I'm like,
It's
oh,
all
also,
connected.
Ingvar has to learn poetry, so I guess we're working on it.
Yep, it's all coming together here.
I did it on purpose, guys.
100%
Pay no
premeditated.
attention to the GM behind the curtain. So
Yes.
there is our thing. That's what you're handed. Yeah. So he explains that this is something that the keepers give to the or use as a guide to her defenses to her tower. But the problem is that enough time has passed since anyone's been there that no one's entirely sure what the defenses are. So that's kind of, I don't think anyone exactly knows. Yeah. So I'm gonna hold off on this other secret because you don't know this yet.
Fair.
That's what he knows.
You can't just
keep your
say
secrets.
that.
Of course I can. But you will have, so they're willing to increase the fee to 100 gold per person. If you can make sure that Minai is fine, the courier who's gone missing, if you can bring her back safely. And then also with that, they're also willing to grant a minor favor from the keepers. And the keepers, well, it's a very powerful organization. They're very dedicated to fighting against, void incursions and things like that within the Labyrinth. And what you find out is that the keepers are one of the only factions that are actually based in the Labyrinth, not on a world connected to the Labyrinth. They're in it, in a central hub called the Smithy. And that's the only one who stays there.
So, just to clarify this very significant lore drop, we're basically indie and we just found a company that does what we do, but better and more established and from the void?
Well, they're not from the void.
But like
They
established,
fight
like
the
set
void.
up.
They're from the
They got
the Labyrinth.
headquarters and everything.
They have headquarters. They have a full freaking city called the Smithy. What you find out about that, the keepers, I mean, they're pretty much always in search of knowledge. Okay. Anything that they can do, like they'll do anything to gain more knowledge that will allow them to fight the void and protect the Labyrinth and the world, like the people inhabiting it. But again, they're actually located inside the Labyrinth, whereas everybody else is like on a world that's connected to it. I need more water, sorry.
All right.
Please speak so I can drink water.
This sounds, addressing to the group, this sounds like right up our alley and also our kind of people and also more resources and knowledge that we have access to about essentially what we've been doing. So in any case, it sounds like a good connection to have. And also, I love a dungeon. But we don't know what Zapian's been doing. Because I assume...
That's right.
Yeah, what you been up to?
Zapian has taken a break from shadowing over her friends this whole time, and is just kind of wandering the city, allowing the movement of the citizens to sort of guide her path. This is a practice that she has honed over, centuries of her lifetime. Just if there is somewhere in the city she needs to be, she trusts that her feet will take her there.
And indeed they do. Sapien, as you are wandering alone, we left last session with Sapien feeling a bit lost. She was told to tie these people together, a task that was already challenging to her. And yet, she doesn't really know what her role is yet. And as you are wandering through this massive city, this sprawling place filled with gadgets and clockwork automatons and even gear-forged individuals, which are literally humanoid consciousness put into a mechanical body. There are people walking around made of clockwork pieces. And all of these different inventions that you've never seen before. And then you step up to a place that feels familiar. And you recognize it as a temple of Rava.
Well, that couldn't be more subtle.
Yeah, she's not subtle.
I will step inside and just sort of scope out, see what there is to see.
Great. You step inside the temple of Rava, which for those who are able to see the map right now is somewhere around here in the temple district. This is the insane, massive, sprawling city of Zobek. And while Zapien steps in to a space seeking answers, connection, something, we are going to go ahead and just pause for a moment to take our break. I want to make sure everybody, I think we usually aim for 5, sometimes go a little bit over. How are we feeling today, guys?
5 to 10?
Yeah,
I'll say
10?
10. A good 10.
Like a
10?
10?
10-ish. Okay,
A cute
10. A
10?
tenner. A cute 10.
10?
Yeah.
So
I like
with
that.
that-
A cute 10.
a cute little
you,
10.
10.
We're gonna take a cute little 10. I will prepare a little scene for Zapian here. We're gonna talk to answers and then dive into this little mystery quest. And I need more water.
Yeah.
Get hydrated, everyone.
I'm still sick, guys.
Oh, yes.
Take a break.
All right, so we see you guys in a
soon.
little bit. See you in 10 minutes.
And welcome back. We did have our lovely Zapian needed to take off, and we care more about people than the production, so we're gonna let her take care of herself. And we will continue this story. So thank you all for being here, and I hope you enjoyed your break. Really quickly, Omar. Do we need to change anything, or we're good with overlays? We don't need to change it, right?
Yeah, well,
Thank you. I appreciate you, and you're a wonderful star. All right. So we see Zapian walk into the Temple of Rava, seeking answers. And as the door closes, the camera pans and finds a group who we're going to actually regroup with Ingvar now. So what we're doing now is pick a place in the city where all of you would be able to share what's happened so far. Have a little moment, make your plans before we dive into whatever this little adventure is. So, where do you think you guys would find yourselves? What kind of interesting location would you be looking for?
We probably would have picked a spot like in advance to regroup by at this time we meet up here, you know, and it should probably be something easy to find, and just to lean in with the raven/bird theme. I know we've done bars before. Could it just be like somewhere weirdly perched high, like a comfort place for Araya, something that's like easy to spot from the city? Is there like a building that's got a gargoyle that you can be on top of? I don't know.
There is a huge statue in the Arcane Square, and then there's also like over by the Dock District. It's like this huge statue up here that you could be perched on. It might be weird, I don't know.
And that's also near the Collegium District, which I have like a background in that because I was like a scholar of
Yeah.
and so maybe that's where we got lodgings, or I got lodgings for us. So
Cool.
we've seen that statue before.
And we were supposed to meet up at the bottom, but Araya's on top, and I'm just trying to climb to get up there.
and Mguire gives no shit. People might be staring at her, but she's just like being vigilant, on top, searching, not caring if people are just walking by like, what is that?
A bird, careful. Check your shoulder.
and as you see, Ingvar finally kind of, you make, Ingvar, Tor, when you finally make your way up, immediately Araya turns and says, and then shouts so everyone hears there. It's like, hark, why Stolas? Let this one speak in plain, come hither.
You want me to climb up there too? Can't you come down?
No, I just got here. No, no. Tor takes a rope out from his backpack, wraps it around some part of the statue with like a quick release knot, and tragically rappels back down, full plate armor, shield, everything is on, just like and just gets back down and lands. I'm gonna assume that this is a statue in the middle of a fountain and just lands feet in the water in the fountain, looking really dejected.
Actually, I have new moves since we leveled up. Can we rewind this scene? Because I don't want Tor to be dejected. I want Tor to be happy.
Do it, please. Then go back up and then make me climb back up, please. I fucking dare you.
Oh, okay, I'll do that then. Seeing Tor so dejected, I'll say, we can fine if you want to have the meeting at the top of this tower, fine. And I will use my new ability that allows me to change the spells I have manifested for the day through a quick moment of recall, and I chose the spell recall subclass ability that allows me to switch out a prepared spell, and I will choose Feather Guard. And Feather Guard, as written, like when you're attacked, it literally creates angel wings under you that like lifts and elevates you up. So I will just sort of use these to elevate me, and I will step on angel wings that will fly me to the top of the statue.
Oh, why Stolas? I will ninja my way back up there because I am super causing Tor to have to climb back up again.
Tor sighs deeply, says under their breath, "So cool," and then climbs back up.
Welcome, wise Stolas. We have news. The courier of the Keeper of the Keys has sought us out. It's an orc with tusk and spectacles, rattling whenever they talk.
I'm a scholar, actually.
Scholar. My mistake.
Scholar, thank you.
There he is. He claims that Mechanist Itra sent a letter concerning a magic item. Anyway, she has not answered, and was the courier who the Keeper has then sent have not returned. This one feels wrongness of it at once, and messages do not simply vanish. One does not simply vanish and disappear when sending a message, unless someone makes it so.
Last time we had this happen, it was really bad, so we figured we might as well help make sure it's not the same kind of void stuff.
Do you have a belonging of this messenger? A piece of clothing, a sentimental item, something perhaps with which they have interacted with, even?
Hold on.
Come on up! Come on up!
It's really high. He's already 7 feet tall, but like the statue is so much taller.
I can send you rope. I can bring you up. Come on.
Oh, I thought Araya flew him up, so that way they were up there with us.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's why they keep looking up at you.
Calm down. This one will end, and I'm going to grab the two of them, and then kind of like, and if I totally have to make a check, would love to parkour my way down, maybe acrobatic my way down with them.
Oh my god.
What the
With both of
You're
your
just
friends?
grabbing us like babies?
Yeah, I mean, Araya's very strong.
Okay.
How strong?
I mean, here. I guess I'll ask this: are these willing participants to this?
No, absolutely not. So undignified. I already had to climb twice. I can go down.
Araya, please make an unarmed strike. You're trying
Can
to
it
do...
be opposed grapple?
Yes, no, it is.
I wanna see your strength versus mine.
It is opposed. Yeah.
Okay.
Ingvar absolutely gets scooped, but he's like, I was just tasked with, and then, he's like trying to be a warrior, but he just succumbs in this moment.
A little bit of a damsel moment. I'm like, oh, I guess, I suppose.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you have a very energetic dwarf. All right.
17.
Fuck. I rolled a nat one. No, I refuse. I'm gonna use my luck point to reroll. I refuse. This is a good use of my stuff.
It is.
Not 20!
Oof.
+4.
Oh my god, take it away. Narrative control goes to you, Tor. I want to see, what did this look like?
What does it look like? Are you using Dex or are you using Strength against me?
It was strength.
Okay.
You can also add in the flavor of like me falling into it however you want.
Right? Because you are also scooping up.
And you just went, I think you just grabbed Thor and then did not realize until then how dense a dwarf is. It is, would be it's a hunk of stone. Like it's a lot.
So much.
and then you have a very squiggly dwarf in full plate armor, wearing full shield on the back and everything, just does a roll, and I think does when you do a roll to escape an attack in video games, fully just that in a little ball across the statue, which I think is a giant person, right? It's a giant winged person, the statue, I believe.
Yeah.
If I can see from the image.
It's honestly, it might be a statue of Rava, since she's sort of the... the queen here.
So
Big with knowledge and stuff.
I roll down like probably like her extended palm and then like miss it and then just fall back down in like a really big splush in the fountain. Don't need your help. Got this.
The water.
This was more dignified.
As you cannonball into the bottom of this fountain, Darai stands there and then takes their glasses off.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. This is fine. It's fine. It'll be all right. But the water has like splashed, covering the 7-foot orc.
Yeah, Thor's looking through his bag for unwet clothing, and everything is drenched. It's just like, I'm really sorry.
It's really, that's okay. I wasn't entirely, I mean, you're the adventurers, so maybe this is part of the process. I figured, probably, maybe.
It is, commonly.
Anyway, it's fine. I don't mind. It's really okay. So I don't have anything. I guess I could have told you that when you're still up there, but I don't have anything of Etra's. They live in a tower, very far from. Anyway,
no. So, see, this is why we had to come down. Thank you, Araya, for carrying me, and I will jump out of her arms.
That was a very graceful, okay.
The little feather thingy makes you like do a slow-mo. There's wind blowing through your hair.
Yeah.
I'm fully picturing like Princess Carrie also.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Araya quickly says, adds a splashing though, and the only thing she says when Tor falls down and says, "Thou hast offended the water. It will remember."
Wait, is that true? Okay.
I meant, did you have something from the messenger that went missing?
Oh. No.
Oh, well, then there you go. Thanks. Okay, I was just hoping for a lead because they were the person that was missing. But we know where they're going and all of that. Yes. But I was just hoping for something to help me locate them. But we will use other means. Not everything is available, and that is probably part of my trial. We shall proceed.
You are clearly adventurous. Okay, well, we should probably prepare. You said 5 of you, right? That would be 5 of you.
Usually.
I have a, okay. I have a gate key that we could go back to the smithy, prepare, gather materials.
Yes.
Yes. Ingvar, are you into poetry? And we pass you the paper, now a little bit wet, that was essentially the main clue.
Yes, I have begun to take in a liking of it, and will study this handout.
You're like, yes, it is my new mandatory hobby. What a weird way to answer that question.
I will study this handout.
Yes, I have recently taken a liking to it.
I enjoy it now. Yeah. You could tell he's being odd about it. That was me, Travis, being weird, but...
Tor and Ingvar, please gain a luck point for breaking the 4th wall and just debasing yourself in a fountain.
So funny.
Oh, come on.
Where did you get this? From them? From you?
No.
You?
Oh, no. This is from the Keepers of the Keys. That is what they used to use to navigate the defenses of the very solitary mechanist Etra. It's been a very long time, and we don't actually know what the defenses are anymore. So this is what we have.
To that. Okay, he will roll it up and put it in his pocket to read later when we get out of the fountain and into
So it's very important, I guess. Assistant Key Carver said it was very important, and that Mechanist Etra had information about this magic item. So, okay, well, that's pretty much all I actually know. I mean, not about that. I know so many other things. If you would like to talk about the construction of clockwork devices or the Gearforged history, I'm very interested in that as well. Probably not relevant right now.
Torg nods, like the very and pats them on the back. I guess lower back, because they're pretty tall, which is a little awkward. And then goes, no.
Okay, well.
Not right now.
That's fine. That's okay. That's actually fine. It'll be fine. So, you're looking for a courier Minai, at the thing, and of course be careful. Be careful, because, the void, it's scary stuff. The cultists have been doing a lot, so we should go.
I think we should go. Yes.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Smash cut to the top, we the players, we know that we will probably have to revisit what happened in Zobek next week so that we can give our players who are not here a little moment. But as far as the story goes, we are smash cutting to, and now we have just gotten to the adventure. So, what I will ask for all of you is you were able to go to the smithy, equip yourself with whatever you need, resupply, repair your armor if you need to, whatever.
Dry.
So, dry. Yep. So, any preparations that would be reasonable, assume that you have done them.
Mm-hmm. Can we also
And that you have done a long rest.
We have maybe sorta kinda gotten a magic item, perhaps? Over our travels.
Here's the thing. You do have a couple magic items that I don't know if anybody has claimed yet. First of all, there's that magic sword. There's the pipes, the magic pipes.
That's true.
But you absolutely could have acquired other things. You have the honey, the magic Keeling honey.
This is in the shared inventory section?
Uh-huh.
Wee. 2 Haldra Honeymead, 1 longsword +1, and the Kanganaz pipes.
That's what I put in there so far.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I, as a benevolent GM,
Yes, please.
like to hand things out.
You mean?
But I also like them to be narratively important. So, what I will tell you is that each of you still have a very lovingly crafted token from an angel of Rava on your person.
That's true.
I have not told you what they do.
They're just pretty.
Right now, they're just pretty. But you should know that they do something.
Things.
And they will do a thing that is important when they need to do that important thing.
Got
Great
it.
sentence.
Got it.
But maybe you'll find other magic items. We'll see.
Understood.
Listen, I have a whole table full of actors, and sometimes throwing more mechanics at them is not going to help.
Well, hey, I never said it was gonna quicken things up.
It's not about
I didn't promise that. I didn't promise that.
I know it. Sometimes the god has to say no.
Yeah.
No.
So,
Fair.
you have all of your stuff prepared?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me look at my little notes here.
I know we got a long rest, but did we get one in the VTT?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you should.
True.
Yes.
Rest.
I don't know if you did it.
Rest.
That's
Do
not
long
on me.
rest. I did it.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't know see there was a button for that.
There's a
Yay.
button. You click on it and then go whoop, sleep.
Yes.
I think. Let me double check. I don't want to cheat you out of the clue.
Don't. I love clues. Real life Yona loves poetry. Tora is starting a vendetta.
Yeah, I don't know. So here's the problem. I'm like reading my clues. And for those watching, as you can tell, I use published material and homebrew and I mash them together like a happy little sandwich. And that is what we're doing. But this particular adventure is from the Labyrinth Adventures book. And that is why I keep referencing the notes because I didn't write those ones. But anyway, so you all got your things. What are these checks for, Araya? What's happening?
Oh, that was a misclick. Please ignore.
Oh, okay.
You didn't just
I don't-
randomly strike a pose? Vogue.
I mean, I was like, tell me what scene is happening. I'm happy with it. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna just go right in. So, you all make your way over. I'm hearing an echo of myself. It's driving me crazy. I'm sorry. Is it me? Do I need to turn my thing down?
No? Might have been on my side. Is it good now?
Testing, one. Yeah.
Might have been me. My bad.
Okay, it's totally fine. All right. So, you walk up, making your way towards this tower where you are seeking out maybe fighting the void, maybe finding a messenger, maybe finding a reclusive mechanist, kind of all of those things. You're not sure what the defenses are yet. But before you, you see a squat stone tower overlooking a bend in a river. Firing slits like pepper the lower floor, while a sheltered, shadowed balcony provides a commanding view of the